Because Black Queens camp, you know, some last game on Tanzania, and I put on some draw. I was sure of some our other clubs, and I said, Kumasi Santiago, Justice Bray, when I said, now change ye, only Yenya Bright can come with Edding Como, I want in some PD2 nature or the chopper by a Santiago compared for as a chopano, Omunin to Yamia Tuma, or China 24. And 2 players are some form Hunano, Penifonium Betanasana fee, Omunium Day, Omunium Akasa, Yeronson, as Baba, I was sure of some so Yebasansa about them Nafia, Kofifa Club World Cup, Chelsea, and Ra and Sue Bro, I'll say Bro Papa, Nyasam Kitua, Omichi Paris Saint Germain, a promo, a camp Marco Mien Sa, just a club of Paris Saint Germain Timiante after the game. Unyeme siye ema brante fene Jao Pedro oni coach fene Luis Enrique ema bikre chese Luis Enrique akobona sum ema akofan sempi diaba openina kasa achechire mo hunsem nyina no ye ne nyina so ebe braw ewo show so na fia wuremu na nsema ho de koso nkrofon cross nyina no yara ho nsema ba ni haso folk mpenifo be din komo ore senche haso folk eko no makoto abana fi NCC omatime your opinion no ebeda omano na yene penefo be din komo pi ewo shoro so beti adigo jaimano from the sports monarch botela na africa revo so techi emane bere show no ebamsia rough direct show no sansana peter amunyina pojima sound eye yimano kisi bullet amunyina se bona fi camera crew abeso ha na fi rantina kenyina pojima emane yare show no ba facebook David Live XYZ and I say Xsports profile Obenyaye ewo Facebook na fi across social media handles ni nyina Obenyaye ho kesimedu na no me sabo so a ibebia homa na to be friend afi adwinchire be obia no osu dia boboye ewo show so messages ebetwegu emra ye WhatsApp no no yare to screen so na fi ori adwinchire da phone afi akinka ni nyina kama so ediamamo ye twan ho aba ye ba bepe na ere show no trase be kam no ni kitu obi na fi Yara fin semino atwase basisia.
How far we've come these past 30 years. Welcome to Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center, an award-winning and well-established health facility specializing in treating prostate-related diseases, male and female infertility, sexual weakness, erectile dysfunction, and a range of health concerns. Our state-of-the-art laboratories and equipment offer services such as digital X-ray, mammogram, 4D ultrasound, a fluoroscopy machine, and more. We have a well-stocked dispensary of herbal medicines, and not forgetting our fully equipped dental clinic where we perform excellent dental procedures. As we celebrate 30 years of serving our community with care and compassion, our team of experienced doctors, nurses, and staff will continue to support you on your journey to wellness. Thank you, Ghana, for entrusting us with your health. Here's to Medimosis Clinic. Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center, your partner in health, now and for the years to come.
Okay, yes, I'm here for you now. Kaba, the no air so na sena me de kan no se no FIFA Club World Cup so now here US man pedi ora Donald Trump no ngasa e wo hodo man na celebration on enya asem kitu akra se no ade de sie no na enya asem kitu ewrem kakra na here nsem ba ko me be no etime sisi e wo FIFA Club World Cup no etocha e wo US abonten so a se man I say US so hwe dwuma de course ni dia e come here say beginning of the tournament na do na e kan wasem say kwan apre for fast organization as no man shara ko spectators na shara mbe yes no de bibia answer timi aba na wi ande se na nya asem kitu akra na enra ohwe game e course na de abrante fene copa ye Kopama enra no ebo brace and wasanse assist Emma Chelsea ewini by 3 goals to 0 abrante fene Jao Pedro onra also at the going back where the pace so Emma prepare day echo so kama our tournament enra etimi course na onim say Chelsea goalkeeper te se wohwe mu a ne modebo konkan ye pa e wo tournament ni mo ye fa no Robert Sanchez no na enya best goalkeeper at so no na te se oji sa abasebo no e wo hono mo nwechi no we say Abrante fa no Gonzalez so so na enya top scorer we say wo she 4 goals we sina kan Real Madrid Boboko no na afia Abrante fa say Cole Palmer ono na enya best player our tournament ni mo anora obo brace no onya man of the match nwechi na osanse enya best player our tournament ankasa etumi ekos na after bibia ba na ana Cole Palmer dey say Kratuja say was before Chelsea game no obia and direct omo bibia Chelsea the best team of the whole world yenti Cole Palmer nsema okan.
Obviously it's a great feeling, even better because obviously everyone doubted us before the game. We knew that. But to go out there and put a fight on like we did, obviously, against a great team, yeah, man, it's good. Gaffer put a great game plan out, and obviously he knew where the space was going to be. He tried to free me up as much as possible, and yeah, I just had to repay him and score some goals. Yeah, he's building something special, something important. You know, but a young team. Everyone's talked a lot of shit about us all season, but I feel like we're going in the right direction.
Okay, nti ene yesema Abrante for the Cole Palmer eri tuja efara no game kese so manager eri ma Chelsea your penefene Enzo Maresca and say some account tuja say was the first 10 minutes and omuhu se betimi ahye Paris Saint-Germain say omutimi create spaces eri ma Cole Palmer emenu ema Cole Palmer nra otimi kili game no eri ma Chelsea yenti Enzo Maresca.
No words for the players. They deserve. Yeah, it's a good moment. We won. For me, we won the game in the first 10 minutes. In the first 10 minutes, we set the tempo, we set the way we want to play. We were very good. Then, unfortunately, with the weather condition, it's not easy to continue for 90 minutes. But I think we won the game in the first 10 minutes. Today, we found a position for him where there was more space to attack. Yeah, happy for goal, but the effort from all the players has been fantastic. Yeah, very excited, but a bit more excited that we have 3 weeks off now.
Enzo Maresca, manager of Chelsea, and I'm losing coach, Emmanuel Luis Enrique. I say the summer crowd to just special press conference question or answer. I say Panesen Abrante for Jao Pedro, Ruben Bia or Tinisa, a bonus, my brother in the top form. And audience to just say yes, so bonus was this situation no woman now say as a kiosk BAC on and now to say all patapata monty or training sano and now branch in the top form say or the ordinance bonus was it be yes anity or church Kakayenti Luis Enrique.
Football, that's the way it is. Can't explain everything, but I think that we would need to see the match again in order to analyze exactly what happened. But I believe that they actually started the game really, really well, with a lot of pressure, and we gave them a hard time. And then after that, I believe that we had opportunities to score, but it didn't happen. At the end of the first half-time, together with Cole Palmer, they scored. And I believe that in every single game, they deserved to win. They played really, really well.
Okay, Tiano, I sama na say manager ma Paris Saint-Germain sama ono so what cancer I don't know what you say former Chelsea player John Michael Obi Enra na di GA pass say Chelsea in the former club after say Chelsea a GSA trophy no ono say din sama hodo pi di tuja e fa na Nigeria Enra amu Chelsea for no inyai.
Exactly, he was talking on the field today, and that's the most important. Unbelievable game from the whole squad, and big credit, respect to Chelsea, well-deserved win, and this team has a bright future in front of them.
I think they have to be. Listen, he's a fantastic manager. I've said it from day one. He's building something absolutely special with his young team. He's the perfect manager for this team because he can coach this team and bring out the best of these young players, and that's something that we've seen today. The performance today, from the start to finish, we pressed when we had to, we stayed low and deep when we had.
Okay, T. Natisano, some Abrante for John Michael Obi. Or so the Tuja or Senra after say Chelsea, J trophy no na a first jet and a New Jersey. And I know Musiana Feno says that trophy na a trophy a fufro cra a new trophy and before introduce ya Ubia Njida at Chelsea and the first club as a trophy or more Ajibia as say or the aircraft say airport manua canra when we say Chelsea after so much trophy no scar over $85 million a sika Chelsea bobo canra or more etimi enyaya not says the energy pa and our Chelsea for a farm. Na when we say US mampeni ayo penefene Donald Trump unsenra no wajimede na say my celebration kra no ka ho na ni gina dade a e na se tofoko bisa ne say wo nipa ba kwa ball no wani nhyara anye ho sa wo de golf eni ade a we de wani nhyara gye ho pa na football no ye ka say o best player pa hwan e na obonidin ase o best player yenti US mampeni Donald Trump.
Many years ago, when I was young, they brought a player named Pele to play. And he played for a team called the Cosmos. And Steve Ross, a friend of mine, Warner Communications, he was the inspiration behind it. And this place was packed. It was an earlier version of this stadium, but right here in the Meadowlands. And it was Pele. I don't want to date myself, but that was a long time ago. I was a young guy. And I came to watch Pele, and he was fantastic. And I'd say probably I'll go old-fashioned. That's like saying Babe Ruth, but yeah. I would say Pele was so great.
Okay, US man Penura Trump and Amuti sorry seven at Yansamu from around here for say Ashley Co and our Dinsama Nas Ashley Young and our Dinsama Claudia Tuja. This about Kenya and say coach from European Amorim. Say only excuse bia on so be make excuses bia so and maybe I top players amame and amanya kwan prepare me team. Was this say no only be bia can say or the Manchester United ebe sha say den e wini trophies ahodo yenti ni say. Okay, nti egusu yesen sama opening aka na sabeti aka na fi yara ho sama tuja ewo shiro se fiora fi efa ni nkyeremu ewo ensebufufuru mu dia na yembowure mu ewo Ghana ni abrantia yefere Kudus Mohammed wodem say on Tottenham Hotspur ewia na sa 55 million pounds e dey sika wodi ewrem ewo Tottenham Hotspur asoye na wodem say Kudus West Ham no share jersey number 14 na emra West Ham for supporters in it say Kudus eja hoko say wako sign the amount Tottenham Hotspur no supporters no bu afu yie pa eno na ni jerseys ni ne chese ni nyina supporters no omo ahye ni nyina so mo hu ne ntia e wo say Kudus eja ho na wodi ne na kire Tottenham Hotspur na okokusi aka ndey next season onko so ensi akan Enfama club ye fane say West Ham United na nam so supporters no omo ebufu ya wo mu eye sa ne amount 72 screen so on say jesi no na te say o machine duro be a te say enye asem kitu akrante no ho sem enso eno no na enche betena se na afiye din command America di to no be say nyame yatuma and the Black Queens of Ghana ejena kono omo ne Tanzania and e bo no be say Black Queens some first match Bayana of South Africa Ghana a boy come no yentimi anti your second match against Mali and also ending 1-1 nyame yaduma 7 p.m. Ghana and Tanzania ebeshia se Ghana timi wini na ebia Mali eko lusu more goals bia na bia timi abona 4 point bi no na bia Ghana ede etimi qualify ntene ehene mu pa se e wo se kwan bia se no yetimi qualify so here group na it's South Africa almost 4 point and afi my Mali and so our 4 pointer almost the air common when afi Tanzania 1 Ghana so our 1 point na ene game kese basana Black Queens coach Kim Loss big covering edi samakra edi atujara fanya me atuma Ghana ene ye game ye bono yenti na fiemra.
I think it's a balance to be focused, of course, important, but also to feel a little bit relaxed. We know that we have the potential to beat Tanzania, even if we're talking about a good and hard-working team. We know that we can beat them, so they just need to be there themselves and do the job, and then I'm sure that we can have a good chance to win the game. And like you said, in the end of a tournament, every game is like a final. So from now on, it's the same.
Okay, do you some Black Queens coach in a waka na onim say Ministry of Youth and Sports omo atoma na musini say baby do na mo ayedi enti was some ko team the camp na omo sikasem per diem ne hu ko da benya na mo ko tuatua se be amayewa no e benya hoden na fe ne ye ne Tanzania game no betimi akọ all the way na fe omo dey omo din kunum edi amagana nam so ema ministry na asma openia wono eye technical advisor edima sports ministry Honorable Crosby Mensa wono ena perefasuma na wawrem ewo Morocco ho a woni emayiwa no akwako din komo na yentie Honorable Betty Crosby Mensa ni sema wodi kotu players na yenti.
I am so excited to be at the camp of the Black Queens today in Morocco. And as you already know, we haven't started really well on a good note. We met with the defending champions, that is South Africa, and unfortunately we lost to them. And the girls did extremely hard work when they met with Mali, and they drew. That wasn't what we were expecting. But trust me, after coming here, meeting with them, having a chat with them, having been to the camp, the training grounds, I believe sincerely that the ladies are fit, they are strong, they are ready to give us some great news tomorrow. And so I want to use this opportunity to call on all Ghanaians, especially my gender, the women of Ghana, to come on board, rally support behind the Queens. I say when she wears the flag, she deserves our support. And for that matter, let's all of us rally behind the Black Queens. They need a lot of support, both from corporate organizations, government of Ghana, and what have you. The women have put the flag of Ghana and the map of Ghana, on the world space. And I
Eti Honorable Betty Crosby Mensa ono technical advisor ma sports ministry ni sama wono so court to a team na wodi two team no eni no Ghana's ambassador to Morocco ambassador charity wono so the sama crowd to ja share team no e wono so din crashim sama kra eri ma team no yenti na fi yenwa.
Frankly, I think that if you look at the Queens, the Black Queens, they don't get enough support from the private sector as the Black Stars. So, as a woman and seeing the female team, they need a lot of support. They need a lot of support. We shouldn't think that because they are females, they only bring Ghana any good. They have actually brought Ghana on the map because they have qualified. So, I'm just urging companies, especially women in business, women in positions, to come out and support the Black Queens financially or whatever means, maybe through the provision of kits and all that, so that they can perform better. Yes, let's reach out to these girls. They have a future for the country.
Ghana's ambassador to Morocco, and I'm going to say what is answer. So the Tujanti ambassador charity, ambassador charity, and I'm going to say what is answer. So the Tujanti, in some of the baby naka, a dying wamba, your baby America catcher that I say, and Yaho walk see a pa from Hasselfolk camp. I say, Babapium, you need to be dinkomopi near her, said a Ghana football betting, especially. Hasselfolk Bobo Konan say atase chiwomo sanse kotoko Afri Kumasi ebeji president cap no edi fi omu nsem na afiye din komopi nyame boa omo election kese na se base na so yebedi ehun komopi medical dia to ne dada se beko asante we ko aso sanse na otwe wie ye Friday justice play edi nsem ahodo pi de kotudwa emeno so edi nsem pi diaba woko kotoko under 20 side sanko woko chomu sports kit football boot in hu kwada benyina no but for rejecting nyina echiro the apology edi buy no simple for say yenyintum na nyame adomo chena sa players justice play abom di nyina no ochina perifo ene sa players ni nyina be share details ni nyina no yede be bro na fin sama justice play e ka nyina no yede nyina be bro e wo show no say dan ho aba ba penafi yede show no etwaso edemamo channel so say Xsports na sawi when you so a ohwane ye basisia.
100% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. Natural mineral water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596-273-546 or 0596-273-547. This advert is FDA approved.
If a cran menisika, etia ye me fui.
Ehin fa na menya bosia edia tre medwuma yimu.
Kai kra mabre ni yebusia ato taxi fufu. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yemamo akwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ye won hyehyɛ ahodo bi te sɛ dwadifo abosia, ekoko abosia, susu account, and it does all savings account. Me bada chain savings account, and the akeka ho. Suhum Rural Bank was 034229186. Now one so what to me aka say.
Suhum Rural Bank. Ama ene mayeka una.
Suhum Rural Bank. Enti me pa minie.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
Right, yes, I'm having fun now. Kabari, Jumedena air to us. So, Sharon say, Xsports, and as I be when you go so, we are non son, and yeba sorry, Jumediano, so very cardia two and that I say, but a permanent, you may be a one to super ferna, as you tell me, Ubiano, also, the other boy, I was sure so not feel the kind to him, say, open a kessiba caneno, every din common, I was Jumedana, or no dear, Utini dear, there is also, if he has a folk family limo, and now I day, Wababe Kayensa. Na enche has a folk eko no makwa kotoba sebe ya omo supporters leadership no omo ko pempelefo omo ebedi animu na ono akasa wa ha ene ye betie finenum se obekobi se onkobi na fe hihia hodo a waye nyina no ni nyina no wade hosem ebetudwa ewo show no so yeni opedikesi a ye fe no John Van Der Poel has a folk chapter 139 wono eye vice chairman enane Yanene Edin Common, our Jumada. So, Chama, good afternoon. You have a call here. Hey, ya Bremudi. I hear what it. Now, has a move called here.
Madam Boko. You go so.
Ebia will be at 2D, but one said a nip John Van Der Poel, or ye. Semicassis, Smammy, no, for describing the park John Van Der Poel, send our describe.
Minfa inchakesi ma ahwefo bibi omohwe bia John Van Der Poel enkrania branch a me fi Jamestown but yenyin wadan so man ko school opoti na e di na mu a de call Christ the King oboase e de ko POKS
okay
na e de ba University of Accra na yeguso ejuma nsem kakra nyame bi epuruma na di etu kwan kakra na ya befia ye ba no so no team I di try and from I free ya ye mojem glorious Accra so folks na said ya na enyo mesiko no they say to me e di ehugem na ehwe kwan be fa so a collectively no e betumi epeja team no
Nancy Ushe has a folk team na ye mu bi de ya follow team na do baby and say ye ka has a folk never say dia obi anim say has a folk spirit ni nyina no eh supporters e ba ne say na has a folk say supporters front no atiadasa has bomb match class supporters in Bas Stadium e dey this
and for the past few seasons no baby has a folk e be do no but enye has a folk ejinabia ene ne tibia eno no normally no se team ni win a dampen supporter spirit se team ni win na ohwe for the past last season ye twom ya 20 the previous 3 seasons no eba ni nyina no almost relegation threatened na first no wo kan so focus am ye kan us na has share saying then so ene wan hwe ye du baby crab sasa supporter na sign has bobo so who transition no from has share saying to pointer supporters no credit nim say has bobo enye sa na epe no enu nti na enwe hia say ese nyina ye ba on board na nhihye ne ni suade hu no ene akwan abefa so a yetumi pega team no especially the supporter front no because emfa oni their team ne be say supporter base no weak na no sign of leadership and direction ebema team na bre no emfa oni ne ebe from the technical side or board and other things so supporters no yentumi engineer na so a ebema team na bre eno ka ho na team no ebre na bre
enti sese no oni me be ya agi say ye ka House of Folk supporters leadership na a week.
The mechanic say ada.
Okay.
The mechanic say ada because ever since omo CCA no especially leadership no they decided say onko for rerun no. On say
Elvis.
I can say onko for next election no. On say I say no leadership. Team need to kwanya other regions any home near there no behind the HA for instance say to kwanya call Samatex supporters on the grounds MIT as say ever since Samatex by premiership no House of Folk supporter leader be amba hoda until check the records all the time has because Samatex be lose
and then amunko because you say club there supporters in my club near club uko other countries LRL Zamalek Xsports other jurisdiction and say support Chelsea supporters Manchester United supporters at then more supporters and moon follow team the team look about match and our performance in Koye
say abra performance in Koye no and they hear real leaders they hear real supporters they hear or more about to be a fat team now to a mobile so but saying in a say yentumi nhye team ni nkoye into obia teda ebeden na team no etumi afa ni team apefra enu nti na za vacuum na ebeda ho no ye mu bi efa to ye ho se ye njai se team no form nti enko ankoto dichi mu
okay
se etumi ginem na ya ho ode ni ya daje eni ye mra e wo no ye betumi edi epia ama etumi abedu mpepenso edi. On say last season Yamaya Adum you top 4 but the previous seasons you started with 6 I said near about 12 about 14 that's at last 2 seasons 436 never relegation but ejuma pa you digu akwemu ntino you survive here
okay and to say the last 3 seasons Rebecca say last season my best season
in the last 3 seasons, yes.
Because more bottle 4.
Yes, evident. Obian to me disputed that fact. But no crano, in number 1 or 2 we've realized, especially me did team name 2-3 days ahead. Away matches I
no, okay say who did team anymore because unye House of Folk NCC chairman.
Yes.
You were ABI Crofa past executives almost see a let you be. And so okay say ubi a woody team anymore. Who person which say on what capacity?
Me on my capacity as vice chairman of chapter 139.
Okay.
Martin Assay from behind. And we said there's a leadership vacuum. Because last season, Anke relegation, anytime my team need to Cambiano, over Fred regional executives need him say team ebaho. Na Accra so folks no so no, yeah the supporters na here. Yeah, the regional executives in there. In this team no 12 Accra. Now regional executives name say team no by region no more. How do you expect them to mobilize supporters? How do you expect them to meet the team? Groundswork ben necessary. This is how I run House of Folk in times past.
For instance, His Royal Highness, near Ibunte, omo time. Young Bobo, will be ma on Tinefi Wakra, say team no concobo match in bra. Say, and yet ahead of the team, number Copoa, on dispatch team on the grounds. No money regional executives, no, arrangements into 2 years, all operations, including everything. I did winning matches were away. Sadly, any hope. And supporters no more grounds, no money day. And there's this vacuum I realized. Last 2 seasons are not eco relegation. No, me did team anymore. Me caught on the grounds 2 days, 3 days ahead of the team. And then Monday, say a bomb match, breakum Sunday. By Friday, me ho. Me and my friend, regional executive or no. Or see, you knew say team time our team ni baba. Based on information and intel ma pick no, ma catch say team ni baba that say. DNS say yeah. Na me no madwene ho. Am catch say, go ahead no money. By Friday I will join them. And I will join them on the grounds. And on ka and last season 17 away matches. Bueno. Yeah, she shall league table now away league table. House of Folk Nations. The highest points gathered last season here. But when it comes to Greater Accra, there's a challenge.
Okay. And Oka say Greater Accra challenge you have because we say Hansen chapters, dominating a day na sa challenges neighbor and our challenges na be a day any day. Now, who Greater Accra?
Mobilization of supporters on the grounds, and organization of supporters on the ground. Remember a practical example. Ebina Meka say, we are quite aware. It's a leadership vacuum. Team Nunkwa, any Kwame Parado, Omneko, he's done a fantastic job. PRO, he's done a fantastic job. Only team Neko, supporter leadership for him.
But the House of Folk, a queen more fast year Muniamano. Like Ubo near Ibunte Mudi number. And maybe a chumuno has Kobo matches a PR Neditiminiko, and now be a Timinico.
A supporter leadership. As on board and management. As on board and management. A Jumo so me. I'll make prepare team no. Adriano Mbedi or Musikasem, any or more team Nibako, any one aspect. But supporters, don't forget, a class of folk team no. Team no technical team come to me we need game. Who call Venus need intimidations near there or no. And your players and I feel number see free bass abes are a best of way no. And your technical team and your coach and your PRO. Teams PRO. I'm not talking about supporters PRO. Your teams PRO. Ejuma this obes are and supporters at the home grounds. Say a BA, say a Western, say a Volta. Baby be a year bomb match no. It is the supporters' responsibility and the supporters' leadership. Omune di team name na bas neba. Omu akanyina mu safety e bas no. But on the grounds no, it is the supporter base in the yes no, who is leading them. If the regional chairman or regional executives do any team never. Who fear na chairman. Bas na bes you, bas ben. Has bas no. No more ba. Sisi no mu twem. I mean, how does it work? And no can that's the major sickness supporter front, suffer from away matches near and there. When it comes to Greater Accra, some of these things are also there. Away matches, it's a leadership no to kwan into no. Mekwa, minya kwani leadership or RCCs no. 2-3 days ahead of the team. But when it comes to Greater Accra, it's a minya officially elected executives of the supporter leadership front. Remember, I'm limited. And until I may say supporters and say, Omunfa Kwenya ni mami. Na ye nyina ye nkambom. Na build the right structures, the vision. Na fa project into her. A bell revamp supporter base ni nyina. Said the chi boy who modern wa way no. Say boy who modern sa wo home. In can league ye crowd before the last 5 matches.
Mr. Bowso, or John Van Der Poel, as I say, House of Folk NCC aspirants, and I don't know, Edin Common, or Jubedon. So, Mr. Banichanafi, Bisano, Neoma, to say what dear Guaquamo say, and Perifono, Etobana say, House of Folk, Edisa, supporters, leadership, no, Edison in Semoa. obetimi ayden aye edi abomo na bom shano se hola sevia heba clinic asemi nkancho se yade bi ati usu bi ati bi no bomodin se baba na so na fe omo se be asa yade ni nyina ebeko wose se eye waist pains ana se asthma ene ati wo ana se yade bi ati usu bi ano se kokua bomodin se baba na so eno ati wose stroke krade wote ne te enti yade bia ati bi ati usu bi ano bomodin se obeko hola sevia heba clinic aso ewo ashaman oni access bank no na edi hwe no mo pe nti frɛ no na ene ni nkomo 0240 409991 0240 409991 na ene hola save heba clinic ene ne edi nkomo se de be ya wapomodin ebetimi akọ enkan chama mama samra osubiom sesei we see has a folk supporters no opese olidi omo se obi consider akoto abade amawa die na odi agwa akwama ofi say oba obeye de ama club no se nipa ne koto abane ma ona se wa obara wa ntimi anya watimi ahodo accountable.
Number 1, say nya leader owadaje owomre on the NCC position no enfanye Accra business because House of Folk supporters no enya Accra nkwa no mo all the regions. How many matches in a born will be? How many matches in a born Western region? How many matches in a born Greater Accra? And this also we are chairman. And now we are part of the leadership executives of Accra Folk Supporter Front. Now want to me NGH away matches. Want to me and mobilize supporters on the ground, sir. You have no business coming to the NCC.
Okay.
And year number 1, you're a leader or you're available. Owadaje na obetumi tukwan obetumi available so ntumi tukwan na just a Greater Accra hankwa ye pe leader obetumi editing any regions no any chapters on the grounds no in all the regions etu anamo a edi results ebeba on the grounds. Number 2, one of the key things are high communication. Communication ye here leader or the communication channels ebegu akwemu a for instance setim ni fi hako be an Western region it's a communication problem. Say do you be PR but it is a collective something. Like I said, before a match there must be some pre-meeting between the executives and the regional team. So we have to look at our communication department as NCC. So also leader wadaje leader obetukwan leader obededicating who in all areas of the team performance. Number 2, the proper communication channels ebegu ho at any point in time no supporters no be omobiano between information as to what is happening, especially the executives when it comes to match days. Number 3, across Folk supporter base your structure and saying what is the vision of the supporters in the next 1 year, in the next 2-3 years, in the foreseeable future? Send a person has a Folk supporter base, no? Don't forget, and the modern day of supporting football, Nasasa, Mami Fasade went to House of Folk originally a traditional team. Into your BBI you're in the traditional way of support. But as time went by, no. You're moving from the traditional way of doing things. No, House of Folk is now a corporate entity. It is a limited liability company, PLC, public liability company. Into supporters, no. So I say to me, rebrand your home. You better follow your traditions, no. But I say to me, rebrand your home, near meeting the corporate standard and the corporate position of House of Folk team now CCN. And no, dear neighbor to me, so Real Madrid or more the Ultras. Uba Man U, Uba Arsenal, Uba Omunina, groups, any financial muscles, ni base, I back you, Omo. Since I be House of Folk supporters, what do you bring on board? We
support base, we support test base, more database.
That is one of the things. And this is what I'm bringing on board with the entire supporters. Me as Vanderpool, I'm representing the supporters. I'm coming to serve them. Into whatever I'm going to do, it will involve them. Into number 1, when was the last time I had a sponsorship? for House of Folk. You support us to change. Why? We don't have data. We don't have database. Yeah, besides House of Folk supporters, yes, yeah. Answer Ben Obama. Around based on what? Based on nothing. What I and the entire supporter group is bringing on board is yeah, the BB by a friend National Chapters Committee Strategy Fund. National Chapters Committee Strategy Fund. Such strategy fund is one of the means experience. Tunisia. Team no call bankrupt. $1.4 million supporters ne raise here. No modegi team. Club World Cup, Omako Biaba. Appearance fee you saying. But House of Folk supporters, what do we bring on board? So this strategy fund, mobilize resources. Number one. Number two, provided data on the supporter base of Accra House of Folk. Number three, a financial backbone to support the board and management. Honorable Sam George, I take this inspiration from him. Or your Arsenal fan. Okay. But or to Ghana, or subscribe. Or to Hania didn't just your brain. So, on your services we are. Why won't you continue to subscribe? House of Folk supporter front, we are going to transform it to international standard. So our strategy fund, we know, you better decide all the supporters how much money we have to subscribe to. Any telcos, no, ABA agreement, so that you give in your details and everything, and you subscribe to the fund. Sika ebemu eguefutum emba NCC no direct. You be board of trustees of retired senior House of Folk supporters. Military accounts department. Sa board of trustees manages fund on behalf of the supporters. This is supporters here BBA. NCC will just write to the trustees and then they'll release the money. So that the NCC will be focused on reorganizing the supporter base on the ground. We will not be thinking of how Ska they won't pay for handle that aspect na mind.
All right, Mr. Powers, peace break when you know, you dear man to over to me afraid. Now, I've been to be a will be and also Udia was shown so John Vanderpoy or no a House of Folk chapter 139 and I know a din common or Jumedian Sono. It's a House of Folk or per se chairmanship no Modimana said a beya. Said I want canon, say Jumano Washasa or Yedada, na said a bay of betting at Twasso, na sending and Pempensua. Supporters, more person has a folk kokuduno, na wadimo kokudu na eboa, na bibia timi ede ekonkanti fisa break when you know, no messino and a west screen and Robert Afre, na Osudo Agintire, and Sudia Babo Boy, I was sure. So, Obi diaba your friend ni aye, or see me bisa, or see, I say, has a folk supporters and I say, intokwa ewo muntem, because, Moamudi can committee, so, inka. Yema obo bidin sanka yema sa ne pakro na nyede enko bada afi du baby na asese muntemu asa atete.
Me not sure exactly what the person want to talk about, but say team ni winia ntokwaba baby a team ni winia ntokwaba baby a enye ntokwa say blows, but agitations you know. One of the ways able resolve animal when is when we get proper leadership. Nothing start to say a winner. We won't say all supporters.
But it has to supporters front no as a be anyhow.
When in terms of politics,
Mr. Abbas, my family first call Ambra. First caller, good afternoon, didn't be because free. Okay, but you could you but it to mine.
But Mr. Vanderpoy, may then I see the in your papa, your babolos as a fool. A daddy, a bomb by man, say, wait me dimple, maybe also. Then I see the
all right, yes, sir. As I said, was so by us, wait me after Nafi, was so about Jordan, so no mess, no, and I was screens in the swap, was wait me after Nafi, was so, and see,
now, besides, so no, went to me and reading here because too open, vague. Until so to me, my specifics now. Then I'll be able to address specific.
Yeah, who said can say obubodi, but not all parties say every simo air corner mukomite wo UC and then Maswa. That's it. Mukomite
ena mo ye senka wo lead nanka obi nye vice ne be ya has birthday ebetimi akona but I say o use the word as a betray bi eya bem mbeba wo so manya call anti bi mama answer mama. Good afternoon Odi baby okasa free.
Yeah, good afternoon boss. But you are for me there.
Nyame adom na so e.
Nyame adom pa Mr. From Yakub Domos na kasa free kaira.
Okay, Yakub yeti o.
Me da so me ni me bona baso. I'm say how to cook the yetim ba ko pere no. Di best the ni ko so mo na mo bi da na me defender ba ko o ha ja me percenta the ni for ni kasa ye e ko du ya dom kuna du defender no ye best no o gina che on ya active because she go now na in fact those million fa so na buy.
Okay.
The best thing to for so mo na defenders no o mo keep on kata. Said the ya ball no ba o mo club ball in them. So open the keep na o say to mo say opponent no o nya o weapon so in them na ball no mani so no club ball na so said the ya attention the foul. Oh ya best so mo ya because they ya can say ko conceal heart ya no be no. Okay. Oh how so the need to water. Unya good material heart no. And look at the way the over. Okay. But that's really me chat back mom they care about them go focus out.
All right.
But that's really American.
Nyame shira won sera say we so buy e kuredo ya don say okọ Israel ti next season to me sia kan enfa ma house biom anti mpacho ya no man.
Question of say no correct. Share say arrangement
no. We meeting bisa.
Yeah. Okay. Meeting
bisa. You know o ma me venue ni nyina. Say achimota we.
Yes, I meet no but you see obia wo ni susu ye any ni hihye okay nti ebia along the line no ofu say obetumi aye in his own way without joining forces with a friend say me what I say nti no you decided so obeko ni own way okay you to me for so be say chinchina onwo ha in politics no sanity akunya na to ofi
obi e free okay good afternoon odin baby akasa free.
Sorry, Emmanuel, the catastrophe today. Okay. The Vanderpool, I see the want to clear all can. Now, the Mr. The Mr. Honestly can. The Bompire said, the other woman, no other form you a house of folk. Now, the actual in a jet to you. Then the body of the film, then the energy at Tanit. You know, he can in now, also that one now. Me, I am a half a year okay. It's me follow pa or more platform me follow pa Nyanga Samaki Kasa Ama Menyaji and Kina Fili on Kosara and made 1 year my work in Amasi.
Okay. All right, era sepa say we so buy the afrefo ne besia hanti na wanu go so sana.
Nti said America no. Me any in consultation no. You decided say ombe second vice for me. Okay. You name the see no communication.
Say meeting the course nyina de na obia you say lead.
Exactly. Okay. It was no doubt.
Okay.
But later on when you decided say on to me ndi mechi.
Okay.
Into no say no you betrayal there and I leave it to the judgment of everyone.
Okay.
But that is what actually happened.
Anti be able sorry so question really man me sure say has fans from fan to me I then announcing the part from 2022 we ba the bia kotoko besia has bia te say I say omo the house aye omuma and na de bia bagu omachi sa what is wrong dey na ekoso
mema answer no simple
recent JI president cap
who said last season ye return match wa kra o man share board draw I am running Crabia. Okay. Omubria Sunomudi Omundi. But I'm assuring House of Folk supporters in I'm running better with Vanderpool in the helms of affairs, say supporter leader. Sani man bedani.
Okay.
I assure you. And the trust to you be winning matches. Say now winning 5 to 10 matches consistently. Supporters number sorry. And I face one challenge I mean who know operational structure. One of the things I'm going to be on board, then so be boying, you be form national operation team for the NCC. Region be asubenya ni regional operation team, so that there will be a line of command, a chain of command, any direct communication. Say then say now we see me we see me we see me we na fa nsem bebre aba at the end of the day now we blame be na kasa no abe bebre. But if it is structured, what House of Folk supporters leadership needs now a structure, a vision. In no me be go akwema obia be follow na ama House of Folk supporter front no. So question na be said, what do we bring on board? No? So strategy fund then will solve it. Structures in terms of communication, in terms of operations, all these things will come on board. Now collectively, no, say you know supporters, no, House of Folk ever fund into my pay for a okay.
All right, yeah, brother, Kuicha, Servicia, Bishamo Bosse, John Van der Poel, Sunday Naba, now Sunday night, as I would think about because one of House of Folk, no, or team on, or womb, or Timunti, Panya crown, or has moi, or Nimina, inti, Yaka House of Folk, Moon Samudia, own to me call. Enya papa we hontino ye be sansini na bana fe nda be din komo pi House of Folk anya new technical team and so far preparation near me so new season House of Folk the remu no sena supporters no nyoma ebesia den akode ma chire no ye be sande na bana fe ye no asabedi enkomo pi eni mo besia na fe asore so channel so say inside politics bana fe obawetase Mugabe Mercy ne team ni nyina bana fe omudi mo ababetwa so biti edi roja imano frame the sports monarch sansana bo taylor ne kojo for so nyina teche MCR unse Raf Boejima and afi Peter ense Boejima na sound yimano kisi bullet ono se Boejima na afi camera crew unse Elvis jinane na studia asembie ni o erimusia na afi ya soresaka ora John Van der Poel ene no edin komo wo show no so mamintia photo House of Folk number 1 photo ono Boejima basa fitting 19 kojo ho na wadi has a chitsa nya asem kitu akra bidin edi roja imano from the sports monarch nyame yadmo chena yebesa na we hia na fi ira gode unsem da bro yakram bye bye.